Just getting some water, and we'll filter and then head out. So this is the little shelter we stayed in last night. And it's still really windy up here, but not quite as cold. Beautiful morning. The sun is out. And it's supposed to get super warm. Well, Lexi is gone, and I'm alone again. Tears, tears, but definitely feeling rejuvenated, reconnected, had so much fun, so much laughter. It was amazing. And last night we slept in the tallest shelter, well, the shelter at the highest elevation on the Appalachian Trail. So now I get to walk through or down over some balds, and the weather is actually supposed to be 70, which is ridiculous because it was freezing last night. So my feet will not remain dry, but my spirits are lifted. Looks like it's gonna open up a bit over here. We were hoping to get sunrise and sunset last night, but that was not the place for it, that's for sure. It's very secluded into the woods, which is great because of the wind, but not so great because a lot of dead trees. In fact, one came down and hit the shelter last night. So I'm really glad we weren't out in our hammocks. I guess it didn't open up. I'm back in the tunnel. It's really hard to stop, not to stop every 3 seconds to take a video. It's such a beautiful morning. I'm tired of the snow, but right now I'm really appreciating the contrast of the green and the white and the brown and the sun shining through. Totally different scenery in through here. I'm down off that mountain, and now I'm gonna climb up to the balds. Feels like nighttime in through here. I'm just loving finding these little snowmen on top of these mountains. The thing about the Balds is you can see where you have to go next. So I'm gonna go down, and then that path goes straight up there. So Grassy Ridge is an optional bald, but I heard it's the best. So I guess I'm going. It adds some miles or whatever in elevation, but I think I gotta go before I head south. And by south, I mean down, because I'm heading north. It's pretty rocky and closed in. I love these short little bushes. I don't know what they are. Well, it looks like I'm the only one that took the side trail. It's pretty windy. Very cool views. I'm glad I came. It was a lot further than I thought it was going to be, but it was worth it. It always is. And I met up with a couple and had a nice conversation, and then they took my picture. So I took theirs too. It has been an absolute muddy mess coming down off the Balds. Well, I got to the shelter and I'm just about to have lunch. And I did some laundry just to get the mud, the cakes of mud off. I'm gonna sit down and relax. Not good at it, but going to make myself do it. A lot of the shelters here have a graffiti board so that people don't write on the walls. This is where you hang your packs up so that mice don't get into your packs or chew holes in them. And a lot of shelters have brooms so that you can brush them out before you lay down. Shelters have log books. I haven't been looking in many of them, but maybe I will as I eat my lunch. It's turning out to be a beautiful day, and I will be climbing when I'm done, so I have to decide how far I want to go. Lunch today is a tuna packet and some cashews. I don't love the tuna, but I feel like I need something more savory at lunch. It's got a packet of mayonnaise in there, and this last town stop, I was really craving bread. I think for one thing, because I was sick. In hindsight, and after talking to Lexi, I probably had some sort of flu fever thing. It wasn't norovirus, I wasn't vomiting, I didn't have diarrhea, but I did have nausea for 3 or 4 days, and I had fever on and off and extreme fatigue. And so I thought it was just me getting used to the trail and, you know, overexpending and maybe food related, but I really don't think it was. I think I was sick. And I feel much better. I feel more like myself, and nothing has changed. I did get, of course, a 0 day of rest, but Lexi and I went for a walk, so 6 miles. So I don't think that was really a 0 day, even though it didn't count in miles because it wasn't on the AT. So yeah, everything else I think has been working out food-wise, except for I think I'm gonna need more bread. I just don't know how it's gonna fit in my bear can. Stay tuned. Just leaving the shelter. It's definitely warmer and the mud is disappearing. I took about an hour to just, I don't know, do a bunch of everything. And first time I've done that. It felt good at the time. I hope I don't regret it later. It will put me into camp a little bit later, depending on how far I go today. And I still haven't made that decision yet. It definitely feels like spring. The ground is covered in little white flowers. And with the sun out, the air smells like spring too. It's really green in through here. I love the contrast of the green and the trees. So I'm taking another side trail. More miles that don't count. To an old shelter, I guess, that was shut down in the 1900s. And I guess there's a barn that is iconic. And so I'm gonna go see the barn. So I guess there is no barn. This pile of wood is all that's left of it. It was torn down recently. But wow, what a view from here. It's beautiful. It's really cool to look over there and know that that's where I was this morning, on top of those bald mountains. And I've come this far. And I continue to climb. So I think I'm only climbing this one peak today. So that means that this next one that you can see is what I'll do tomorrow morning. You can see the trail going up. That's called Hump Mountain, and I'm on Little Hump. Looks like people have camped up here. I would continue to go and just find a camp spot, but with these short trees, I can't imagine I can hang anywhere. So I'm gonna go down into the gap and camp there. I'm on my way down. I get to take my time because I don't have to go far. So it was really hard to stop early. But just look at this place. It's full of white flowers, blue skies, plenty of trees, lots of space for tents, and I've got the perfect setup. Be able to see the sunset and potentially even see the sunrise. I don't know. I could have kept going, and this was hard, but I'm drying out my shoes, my clothes. I'm gonna have a snack, lay down, and then there's plenty of nice, soft, beautiful, comfortable grass for yoga. I'm having one of these honey stinger protein bars, and they're very messy, crumbly. So what was my take on the honey stinger protein bar? Actually, it was pretty good. Ingredients, not so bad. It's whey protein based, so I don't know how good that protein is specifically. But I like it better than a Snickers. This is beautiful, truly amazing. Exactly what I needed for the day. Now let's just hope some people arrive and camp with me.